I know who I am. Do you? Disenfranchised, don't even know it. You drive to your house, live that life. You think you're better than me because you play by the rules? Whose rules? My life is my own. I'm an outlaw.
Well, hello everyone. I'm Steve Cultice from Ohio, and this is our, well, we used to call it the T, but it's kind of a mixture of everything. It's titled 29, but it's a hand-built frame. Pretty much 4-link and everything's all hand-built. It's a 26 cab sitting with 30 fenders, 350. I think it's 30 over on the bore. Small block Chevy. Been a lot of stuff done to this. The whole frame's all square tube frame. It was all hand built. Little pieces, parts of everything. The fenders are 30. Like I said, it's a 26 cab. There's a lot in this truck. A lot in this truck.
Do you know the horsepower of the motor?
The horsepower is sitting at about anywhere from 380 to 400. It's a little shy of a torquer. Interior wise, it's just, like I said, it's all just come together itself. When we first got it, it was a shell and ended up reskinning the doors. One of the cool factors is it's actually got a 1926 sedan back window. The panel flattened out and made it to where it would fit into the whole back side of the cab. We ended up redoing. This thing had set in a field forever.
Transmission rear end?
Transmissions, turbo, 350, rear ends, 9-inch rear end with, it's a 411 gear, which I think that's going to get changed. The bed did come from Brookville. My dad surprised me one day when he said, let's go pick it up. And so we went over to Brookville, picked up a bed that he bought. I was going to build the bed, but there's a lot of stuff, even just the gas tanks, all handmade. A lot of accessories, accessories that are still in the barn that never got used because we ended up changing our minds and going a different direction.
toolbox.
No, yeah, the toolbox in the back of the bed. It's kind of cool since we used a little bit of everything. The box is actually the battery box, and that belonged to my great grandfather. It was his machinist box, and my dad, before he passed away, he worked Navistar. He was a machinist at Navistar, so it's kind of got a little cool factor there, a little personal. And a lot of work in this truck. It was 10 years in the building, on and off, and it's still got a lot more work to do, but
Tell us about what you think you got planned.
I don't know. I've got the paint and everything to do it. Dad always wanted to put a Pepsi can blue paint on this, and since he passed away, I really think that for right now, I just like it the way it sits, because this is his last year, his last summer. We got to go out to the car shows and everything, and it's memorable factor is this is exactly how it was when we took him out and run around. I'd like to put the dual fours back on it. That'd be sweet. I've got the intake and everything to do it. For right now, I think it's just going to sit. I've got a top that actually slides onto it. It's pretty cool because it slides on through, there's a little rail on there, so it goes on like an old Jeep and then just pulls back over the top of it. Just play toy. Wanted to mention Mike in there, Muffler Brothers, friend of ours. We took it down to him just because he's been a friend of ours for years, and we wanted him to add a little something to it. So the exhaust, which is really kind of cool with the exhaust, because the exhaust comes out and it actually runs down between the splash guards and goes between the splash guards and the frames. And he kind of tweaked what I had and brought it to where it comes out back behind. But I wanted to give a shout out to Mike down there because he did an outstanding job. And thank you very much. You have a wonderful day.
Cultice.